So in the last class, we discussed about how to identify the element. So what are all the web elements? How to identify the web elements? And what are all the different locators are using to find out the web element? And what are all the methods to use for finding the web elements? Just those are all we discussed it theoretically. So hereafter, the complete automation is going to depend on the locators plus find element or find elements methods. So without using these two concepts, your Selenium is not there. So the complete automation is going to depend on these locators concept plus find element and find elements. So let us see practically. Visual Studio app. Workspace. Right. So our first scenario is, let me add, the first scenario is, let's say, try to work with Google search. Google search.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Okay, okay. Yeah, I thought you were stuck.
Yeah. Google search. Static void main string GS. Right. So the first step is open the browser. So hereafter I'm going to work with Chrome browser. So import Chrome. Next, close application. So driver dot close. Open application. So driver dot URL http google.com. See, by default, the browser is going to open in the minimizing mode. By default, the browser is going to open in the minimizing mode. So let's say, let us execute this program. So go to properties, set the startup object, Google search. So just press Ctrl plus F5. Now see, the browser is opening in the minimizing mode. Now what I need to do is, I'll try to open the browser in the maximizing mode to fit it into the screen size. To fit it into the screen size. Maximize the browser. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. This is the method you need to write it. So what this statement will do is, if the browser size, if the browser is maximized, it will not do anything. If it is not maximized, it will maximize the screen according to your screen size. Okay. So, let's see. So driver dot manage dot, here manage is the method, whereas window is the property, and here maximize is again method. Okay, so what it is doing, maximize the current window if it is not already maximized. Get the an object allowing users to manipulate the currently focused browser window. So what is this maximize? Maximize the current window if it is not already maximized. Okay. So now, so what is my requirement is, so let us open Google. So here I want to enter something like Selenium vacancies, and then click on Google search button, and then I'll try to click on the Selenium jobs in Hyderabad, something like that. I'll try to click. So this is the flow. I would like to automate this flow using this WebDriver. So first what I need to do is go to google.com. So first I need to identify this element, right click, inspect. So this is the element information. So here I can use name for finding the element. Okay, so I can use the locator is the name. So using this locator, I can find out this search box. So how to write it? So driver dot, there is a method called find element, because here I am working with a single element, right? That means Google search box. So here I am trying to find out search box. So what I'll do is I'll try to use find element by. You have to use by dot. What locator we are using? We are using locator called name, and the locator value is Q. So let us import by. So again this by is also coming under openqa.selenium namespace, right? So driver dot find element by dot name. So what is the syntax? Driver dot find element by dot name, because I'm using the locator is name. So name value Q. See, find element programmatically what it returns? It returns web element. So in C# we will write like this, I web element. And here, what is the web element? It's a search box, right? Search box. So this is the web element of search box. Okay. Now you found the search box. Under search box, now what you're going to do? You need to enter some text like Selenium vacancies. See, to enter the text in the text box, there is a method called Selenium. Sorry. To enter the text in the text box, there is a method called send keys. So how to use send keys? Web element dot send keys. So what is a web element? This one, search box dot send keys. Now send keys is the method. Send keys is the method. Now here I am entering Selenium vacancies. The first step is I am finding the element, and the second step is I am performing the action. So without finding the element, you cannot perform this action.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you wrote driver.find element by name,
Mm.
it also finds the same element by that. So why did you write before iWeb element search box is equal to? Is
It's
it because we would use search box again?
no. What is your question? Find element. See, find element programmatically what it returns. This is a method. This method is going to return what is that element? It's iWeb element. Okay.
Okay, if we don't write iWeb element search box is equal to,
Then you can write. See, you can write it. See, here for your understanding point of view, I have written 2 lines of code. But in the real time, what people are going to write is driver dot find element. This one dot directly send keys. Within single
okay,
statement, people are writing like this. So this
okay,
conceptually, I'm explaining. See,
okay,
understanding the concept is very, very important. Find element, what it returns? It returns iWeb element. So once you get the iWeb element, then you can perform the actions. So
okay,
now first you are finding the element and the second one is action. That is what
okay.
you are doing. Okay. See, this is for your initially to understand it, but later we will write it in the single line only. See, generally as an automation engineer, to automate your application, you are going to write some thousands of lines of code. If you write for each and every line 2 lines for each and every element, then again the project length will be increased. So as much as possible, you need to optimize your code. But here as a trainer, I'll make you to understand. So that's why, like, I mean, I'm writing in the 2 lines of code, but in the real time, people are writing in the 2 lines. So we will write 2 lines of code whenever it is required. But normally, generally, people will write it in the single line only. Got it? Who is this? Sujay or
Yes, sir.
Nanda?
Nanda.
Okay, right. So next, yeah. So after that, so Selenium vacancies, and then so try to find out Google search box, inspect. Now here I can use this BTNK name. So driver dot find element by dot name, and here try to use BTNK. So iWeb element, and then what is this? It's a search button, right? See, while working with the project, just like that, don't give like X, Y, Z, something like that, variables name and that. So what you're trying to use and what you are trying to find, based on that application, you need to use proper things and all. If you use like X and Y, Z and all, nobody is going to understand what is your intention. See, while working with the projects and all, we need to follow coding guidelines. Just like that, according to your wish and my wish, I should not use the programming. So here, search button dot. So since it is button, I'm going to perform the operation called clear. Sorry, click. So first let us run the program. See, it enters Selenium vacancies, and when it comes to like Google search button, it is unable to click on the element. Now here you are getting element not interactable exception, element not interactable. So that means it is unable to interact with that element. So that is what it is giving. Okay. So now in automation point of view, it's not only Selenium. Generally, if you are taking like any automation, QTP or RFT or Silk Test or Renorex or Selenium or whatever it is, the major issues you are facing in automation is synchronization issues. Synchronization issues are coming because of timing issues. Because of time gap, you are getting the problem. See, in general, the script is executing very fast. That too in the WebDriver, the script is executing very fast. According to the script, the application also has to perform. If both are in the sync, then only your script will execute and finally your test case is going to pass. If because of network issues or because of maybe internet, because of some application issues or whatever it is, if application is, if script is executing fast and if the application is not behaving properly, then your script is going to fail. So now in this case also, after entered Selenium vacancies, it is showing that Google search button. Generally, from user point of view, just enter Selenium vacancies and it shows some list of options with the search button and something like that. For users point of view, it is nothing. But the Selenium WebDriver point of view, the Selenium WebDriver script is executing very, very fast. At that time, it is able to find out the element, but the element is not able to interact. That means it's at that time, the script is executed very fast. It's unable to click on that button and that. So this kind of issues are coming because of timing issues. Now what I'll do is, after entered Selenium vacancies, I'll just wait for 1 second. See, I'm waiting for 1 second. Waiting for 1 second means it's a nothing. But within 1 second, the script is executing. So that means how fast WebDriver script is executing it. Just think about it. So now what I'll do is, after enter Selenium vacancies, so what I'll do is, I'll use the statement called thread.sleep. So within this, I'll use some amount of time, that is 1000. 1000 means 1 second. 1000 milliseconds means 1 second. Thread dot, just import this. That means this is coming under system.threading namespace. Okay, right. So after enter Selenium vacancies, now here you are waiting for 1 second. Now you are able to click on the thing. See, waiting for 1 second is, for the user's point of view, it is nothing. But within 1 second, the script is executing very fast. That means it internally, WebDriver, it is looking for the web element is maximum 0 seconds. 0 seconds. That means at the time of executing the program, internally it has to be, element has to be appear, then only it will perform the action. Otherwise it will not perform the action. So now
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any other wait method than sleep?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. For the time being, use this statement called thread.sleep. Actually, in the real time, people are not encouraged to use this statement, thread.sleep.
Correct.
So there are different kind of statements are available, like implicit wait and explicit wait concepts are there. So those things we will talk about later. So generally people are not encouraged to use this statement. What is the problem with this statement is, if you are using the amount, whatever the amount you are specifying within this bracket, blindly that many number of seconds you are waiting for it. So within small script, if you write like 2 to 3 times with the some amount of time, unnecessarily we are increasing the execution time. So that's why people are not encouraged to use this statement. If it is compulsory we have to use, then only people are use this statement. Otherwise in the normal cases people will not use this statement. Okay, so since we did not come across like that waiting statements and then, so for the timing we will use this thread.sleep. Okay, now see, it performed the action, right? So now you clicked on the search button and then it displays the result. And then what I would like to click on Selenium jobs in Hyderabad. See, this text is very, very lengthy. I cannot use this complete text, and here also it is not displaying, it's just displaying with the 3 dots only. So I cannot use this complete text handle. So what I'll do is like, I'll take the part of the link. So what I'll do is I'll take like Selenium jobs up to this, I'll take it and I'll try to find out. So driver dot find element by dot partial link text, because I'm not using the complete text, I'm using only partial link. So here, what is that? Selenium jobs. And then use dot click. Now see. So I web element. So here I'll try to use result link. Result link. So what you're going to do, since it is a link, right? So you are going to perform the operation called click call. Right. So let us execute. Right. So now what I'll do is, before closing the application, because here application is closing very fast. So what I'll do is just use 5 seconds waiting period. Wait for 5 seconds before closing the application so that you can see the output clearly. So that you can see the output clearly. Right. Now you may have doubt. See here, you are trying to find out the element with the partial link text. See here, you are trying to find out the element with the partial link text. So that is Selenium jobs. Just a second. Right. So here what happened is, because you are trying to find out Selenium jobs, partial link text, okay, that is fine. But in the application point of view, here there are so many Selenium jobs are there, then which one it is trying to click? The answer is we are using find element. Now see the description. Find the first element in the page that matches the by object. So with the partial link text Selenium jobs, there are so many matching elements are there. But since we are using find element, it always works the first web element which is matching in the web element. So that's why it is clicking on that Naukri.com link. Okay. So find element, it always works the first matching web element. If you have more than one web element matching, in that the first matching element it will work. So that's so one of the interview question. Right. So any doubts so far?
No, sir. If you have to click the second link, what would you do?
Which one?
If you have to click the second link instead of, because now it's by default, it will take the first Selenium jobs link. But if you want to click the second Selenium jobs link instead of,
I identify now the partial link text, it is not going to match. So at that time, like, I mean, maybe if you want to use something like link text kind of thing. So here, maybe take up to here, then it will work.
okay.
Or find out the element information.
Okay.
So here you need to find out. So the class name, if the class name, if it is uniqueness, then it will work on the second one. If this class name, with the class name also, if it is able to find out multiple matching elements, then again the same confusion. So now at this moment, based on this element information, you can take up to part of this link, or you need to use the complete text, or just try to check the class name. With the class name, you can able to find out this link. So that is also you can. And see here, the class name, it contains multiple words. You cannot use multiple words and all. So use the first word only. So let us check that what will happen. Find element. So instead of using here, what we are doing, by dot class name. So if you try to use something like this, see, based on the element information only, you are trying to find out. But let us check what will happen. Now you are getting exception. Invalid selector exception. Compound class names not allowed. Getting?
Yes.
So multiple words are not allowed. So cannot have white space in class name. So that is a thing. So let us check up to here. Now it clicked on the second one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
okay. Thank you.
that is a difference. Okay.
I know you might cover this all in the future classes, but I'm not sure. When you enter the text, because we are able to see the page down, how do you actually scroll down to actually see the page?
That's you. So actually there is no concept of, in the WebDriver, they did not provide any concept. So for to scroll down the page, or scroll down the page till the element is visible. So for that, we are going to use a concept called JavaScript executor. So that we will see at the last.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so those things and all, by default in the WebDriver, it is not provided. So internally, to scroll the page. So in behind, we need to write some JavaScript code within the WebDriver. So to use JavaScript code within the WebDriver, they provided one interface called JavaScript Executor. So using that code, we are going to insert that, and based on that, there are certain type of scenarios we are going to use it using JavaScript Executor, like scrolling the page till the element is visible, and element highlightation. If suppose 98% you will not have any problem with WebDriver concepts, it will work.
Yes.
If suppose sometimes some of the elements, though you are finding the ID on the page, but you are unable to identify the element. So at that time, in the worst case, the last chance to find out the elements is using JavaScript Executor. So using JavaScript Executor, we will try to perform the operations in the worst case. So if anything, normally if it is not possible using normal WebDriver concepts, so using JavaScript Executor, we will try to identify we will try to perform the operations.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So now what we are doing is, for each element, I am writing 2 lines of code. This is conceptually, this is good, and you can also perform, I mean, the same automation in like this, you can write it. But because of this, instead of 3 to 4 lines of code, your code will become like 10 lines of code. And say after writing your script, your team lead or maybe like your test architect, they are going to review the code. Again, they will also give the comments under. Okay, so why are you writing 2 lines of code? So merge these 2 lines into single line. So what you're going to do is, first driver dot find element. Driver dot find element. This is find element. Find element, what it returns? Web element. Once you get the web element, then perform the action. See, the execution starts from left to right. Okay. Right. So this is the program. Now what I'll do is, I'll comment this code. Now see, in the top rightmost corner, so in the here, commented out the section. Select here. Now code is commented out. Now see, instead of writing multiple lines of code, you are writing in the single line only. You are writing in the single line. Okay. So just use Control F. Okay. So fast. Now see, there is a method called clear method. So let's say you are writing something like Selenium. Just use 2 seconds gap. After that, you are trying to clear the content. So there is a method called clear. Clear means it will clear the text, whatever you are writing. Now Selenium, first it cleared and Selenium vacancies. That is what it is.